Jeez.
Oh yeah! I did it! Oh! Sorry, man. Sorry.
We'll leave it here.
Yeah. I know we just did that.
Yeah, day after Pro Day is kind of a strange one.
Yeah, the past 48 hours have gone by pretty quickly.
How are we feeling?
Great.
Tired?
Hell yeah. So
Wrung out?
Like exhausted mentally, exhausted physically.
It's very different. We're now sitting in this limbo, just waiting.
Yeah, the next month is just going to be completely unknown, so you just have to take it day by day.
Teams don't build their rosters in a day, they don't do it in a week. It's a matter of months, right? So we all need to stay patient with this thing and understand that it's not a case of Pro Day happens, you sign a contract, or you don't and it's a failure. Like, this thing can go over a couple of months. Like, we only have a limited amount of time with each other and we want to maximize that as much as possible. So we've been back on the practice field, we've been back in the classroom, really make the most of the time that we have with each other.
A lot of teams don't really make a lot of deals before the draft. They want to see what they get in the draft and then adjust their team towards that. So it's a waiting game now, but that's part of the game. It's also what we got to get used to as an NFL player.
Sean Conley, scout with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, reaching out for Travis Clayton. We saw you at the University of South Florida Pro Day and we're impressed, and we'd like to have you in for a workout this week if possible. Good stuff, very happy. Hopefully the first of many more.
Travis and Byron kind of blew up the day, really, and they're two of our draft eligible players. So I think a lot of teams are now starting to tee up and line up 30 visits for them to come into their buildings and be looked at seriously as potential draft prospects.
It's actually happening to us right now. It's pretty surreal.
Second one of the day, third one of the week.
I think it's gonna be busy till we go, but just gotta keep showing them what we got. So yeah, we working, baby.
Scouts have come away kind of with their jaws dropped a bit, and they kind of knew what they were coming into, seeing the athleticism, but they've been a bit shocked by how well the guys are doing on the board, how well they've been coached up, their attitude to the game, their knowledge of the game. Scouts are really impressed with it.
Make sure you guys keep doing the right things and working hard at it.
For the draft eligible players, and they can't really be signed until the NFL draft itself, which is in late April in Detroit. It may be that a player like Byron, who is draft eligible, a team might like what they see. If they come to IMG, they visit here, they see him do his thing, they might see him at the Pro Day at USF. If they're really interested in him, they might use a 30 visit on him to bring him into their facility. So they can bring in 30 different athletes who are eligible for the draft into their buildings to meet with them, to meet with the coaching staff, to go through a workout.
Call us want to work him out.
Anytime, we'll make time for it. I think they'll probably schedule 30 visits off the back of their workouts next week. So Travis has team visits lined up to the Baltimore Ravens, the Cleveland Browns, the Pittsburgh Steelers, and the Kansas City Chiefs. B is also a very busy man.
Cowboys, Denver, Cleveland, Jaguars, Cardinals, Ravens, Giants, Dolphins, Bills, Texas, Cincinnati. Make a call, test, I want to go see what I can do.
There's a lot of spots to get in the IPP spot with the new rules. Every team has a spot now. So I'm very hopeful for all of us.
So Lewis, off the back of the Pro Day workout, has 6 team visits in 8 days.
I've been really busy. I've been traveling the country, going on different visits with different teams. Visited the Cleveland Browns, I've visited the New York Jets, I've visited the Denver Broncos and the Kansas City Chiefs. Yeah, I've had a couple offers. I've had a few offers at all the teams I've been at so far. So yeah, so my family arrived last Thursday. They've been supporting me from day one, and I massively appreciate that. So they're definitely, we're all coming together and making a proper decision on this one, and one that is wise for myself and for the team. So I can't wait to see what the future holds.
Just 2 seconds. They're going to send it over in the morning, but they've received an offer and they're happy with it. So they're going to send it over in the morning, and he's going to find a time this weekend to fly up to Kansas City and sign in person.
Cool.
Good job.
That's the first one.
Good job. Good job, coach. There's one done.
So since yesterday, I've agreed terms with the Kansas City Chiefs. So fly there tomorrow morning, sign the contract, and then yeah, I'm good to go. I go back home, get my visa, and then come back April 15th for training camp. So really looking forward to it.
Louis Rees-Zammit, Kansas City Chief. That sounds good, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does sound good.
Boy looks good in red.
My guy.
Proud of you, bro.
Yeah, and you, bro. Go enjoy the visit.
You're gonna kill it, boy.
My guy.
I'll catch you soon. It's the camera. My guy.
Love you, man.
Stop. You grab my fucking those groceries.
I'll take them.
That's true.
See you on the other side, boys.
Good luck at the bridge.
Yeah, we'll smash you up. See you guys.
Lewis obviously grabbed all the attention and he grabbed all the headlines and people have been talking about him. What people didn't get to see was how relentless he was to pursue this and how diligent and how grounded he is and how willing he is to go to work every day. So he didn't go superstar on us at any point. He didn't want to be treated differently. He wasn't treated differently. He just showed up, he went to work, and that's why he gets to sign that bit of paper now.
Kansas City Chiefs won Super Bowls back to back. So they're the best team in the NFL right now. They're the first team to sign an IPP player. So if the best team is signing one of our players immediately, what does that say? This is where NFL clubs need to go for talent.
Hi Chiefs Kingdom, Louis Rees-Zammit here. Just signed, can't wait to go and see you all at Arrowhead.
Just closed the Louis Rees-Zammit chapter of the NFL IPP. On to the next one, and the next one, and the next one.
Yeah, so just got a few texts yesterday from a few teams. So yeah, Patriots and Giants reached out. So yeah, it's always nice to get some of that now. Hopefully it materialises into something though. Then yeah, I've talked with a few other teams as well. So hopefully something picks up.
The text from Charlie was more of a kind of warm, fluffy feeling because I think Charlie is such an example of just dreams coming true. He's gone from County Down, Newry, and he just signed a deal to play for the New Orleans Saints.
Let's go. Good.
Sheesh. Unreal. Congratulations, mate. We're so proud of you. Charlie was our youngest of the kickers. Longest time he's been away from home. And I hope he didn't say this to the Saints, but he said, well, he'd kick in the NFL for free if they let him. He just wants to be here desperately.
Yeah, going from sending that email from I was just out of high school at 18 years of age to the position I'm in now is it's a bit mad. Like to get the chance to go there to play in the Superdome, it's an unbelievable thought. Like obviously that is one of the best stadiums in the league, and yeah, like I just can't believe it's happening.
Charlie didn't have that person when he was younger to look at and say, oh, I could do that. That's something that maybe I could think about it. He didn't have that. He had to do that for himself. But I guarantee you there are kids in Ireland right now reading that story and thinking they might be able to do it. And that is a gift that Charlie has given those people. Charlie Smith has changed how people are going to look at this game and how people are going to look at athletes in Ireland.
Charlie Smith, 10-year NFL career, maybe 12, and he'll go on to be one of Ireland's most successful athletes of all time. You heard it here first.
We're a family. The guys root for each other, and other guys, they know their time will come. But you got to support each other. You support your brother as he gets by, and wait your turn.
Where do you think I'm at?
I think you're right in the conversation. I think a lot of teams, a lot of people like Charlie because of his age, which helps him. Not that he's drastically younger than you, but he is, so that comes up.
Yeah.
But I think then you're right there, in my eyes anyway.
Yeah.
They came into this program and into this process knowing that nothing is a guarantee.
I had Roy and Chew, went to the Chicago Bears and the Kansas City Chiefs last year, and then I had two men that unfortunately were sent back to their countries, and they go on with their life's work. And for all of the men that are involved in this program, the percentages of them making it is, just minimal.
different lads are in different positions. And it's great to see some lads going off to visits with teams. And yeah, I'm just hoping I'll be one of them in a couple of weeks' time.
I don't got no backup, man. One only. I'll make sure this work. I want to make sure this work.
The thing about this program is that not only teaches you a lot about football, but it teaches you a lot outside of it as well.
You know that no matter what the outcome of this process, they will have learned something, and they will go back to whether it's a job, whether it's a sport, and they will carry on the culture that we've built, and you'd still be proud of them no matter what they do.
But just because, you know, you might not get signed from this opportunity, that's the type of thing, is to take what you've learned and to go ahead and just try to grow from it. You know, your life is going to be full of adversity.
So I've learned to get that willpower and to fight through, even if you don't want to, or even if you're tired, if you feel like you can't, like just keep pushing and keep working.
But the biggest thing that we've noticed as a coaching staff, there is no jealousy. They love for each other.
We just still family, regardless.
Two things. Denver Broncos want to visit with you.
Hey! Bro.
I'm going to try and get you go from Cincinnati to Denver.
Yeah.
So 10th, 11th. So
nice.
Training for my pro day, and everyone I was with was getting drafted. Everyone that I trained with probably did get drafted, and I was undrafted, and I played longer than most of the guys that got drafted. So trust the process, and you're gonna have to do it when things are going really well for you, and then you're gonna have to do it when things aren't going so well for you.
No matter what happens, you'll be hearing from me.
The big man got it. Definitely, yeah. He may forget about offensive tackle, just kicker only.
Well, this is the final week, you know. It's gonna be sad to see everybody leave. Guys about to start leaving up pretty soon. Everybody gonna be gone by Saturday.
We've all just become a big family, and literally a very big family. There's a lot of huge boys here.
Coming in with so many differences and different cultures, different languages.
Yo, pass the ball! It's a ball.
Pass me the ball. It's a ball. You don't see family. You don't really see the outside world. The focus is in this group. In that sense, it's the longest 10 weeks you ever have, but also the quickest.
We've all just had so much fun, to be honest.
They're all weirdos, but in like the best way possible.
Can't be near a shot.
Bicky, he's a great vibe. He always knows how to make you smile. You walk in at 6 a.m. in the morning. What's happening?
What's happening?
What's happening?
Yeah.
Okay. What's happening?
Oh yeah.
Who's the Labrador of the group? That's Jotham for sure.
Jotham licks the plate. He's not ashamed. We don't own him.
And the Lewis and praise. I don't think I've heard a more irritating laugh than Lewis's.
My best moment.
When everyone heard me yell at practice,
Yeah! Let's be great today! Let's be great today!
I think you need to have fun in order to perform at your best. Like, if you're not having fun, then you just turn miserable.
Chill! Good time out here.
It's going to be very different. I mean, everyone's going to their different sides of the world, and we've made lifelong friendships here. It's a little sad, but here's to hoping that we all meet again on the football field and get to clash or play with each other.
Yeah, brothers for life, definitely.
Wish you all the best. Really do. You're all superstars. Don't forget that. And George, your f***ing hair looks like
I think for us, there is this feeling of taking a second to breathe, because this program and this process and this league and this business moves so fast that if you don't create opportunities to stop and reflect and thank one another and be grateful, then it will pass you by really, really quickly.
Since I've walked into the dining hall and meeting all the lads, and really walking into the unknown, and you're probably a wee bit intimidated due to the fact that these are some of the best athletes in the world. This past 7 weeks have just really helped me grow from somebody who knew they had a good kick to somebody who now believes that they truly belong in the NFL.
And the first 2 weeks I was here, I was writing guys off standard. I'm like, if they're not gonna be playing at this level, I'm not gonna give them a false idea that they can make it, but they can. And I seen it firsthand. I seen their work. I seen how much it means to them.
Come from not even watching a Super Bowl before this time at all to now learning a whole new language. I've learned a whole new language.
Probably more so I've learned more about myself, how much you can push yourself to be better every day and grow as a person.
Personally for me, I don't think I can go back to my sort of old life. I don't think it's possible, you know. It gives you that hunger for greatness, you know. You can really just keep thriving, just never give up, just keep going.
You know, without this, my dream wouldn't be true and be an NFL player. So this program means everything to me, and I'm just so appreciative of James and everyone behind the scenes for allowing me on it.
To make that work, it's just not a one-man game or a two-man game, it's a team. And that's what the game of football teaches you. It's the greatest team game in the world.
It takes a village, and we've had a pretty good village here.
It really is like stardust. It's once in a lifetime sort of stuff that goes on here, and I'm just so grateful that it happened to me. So no, I really am.
So in its simplest form, the IPP is a player identification and development initiative to find talent that exists outside the United States that can play, contribute and thrive in the NFL at the very highest level.
And we found you somewhere in Nigeria, somewhere in Australia. Now we're going to take you in 10 weeks and we're going to get you ready to compete with guys who've played one of the most physical games for their entire lives. The fact that these guys have shown that they can do it shows that they have an uncommon mentality.
As we've proven here at the Pro Day and the Combine, great athletes do exist outside the United States of America. Our assumptions become their reality. If we assume that these guys can't do something, they're never going to do it, because we're never going to put them in a position to do it. If we assume they can do it, then maybe we give them an opportunity to try, and you might end up with somebody achieving something incredible.
Obviously, you've got success stories like Jordan Mailata. You've also got Efe Obada, a few others. But now they're saying, okay, this is going to be a regular pipeline for players in the NFL.
People can come out of complete obscurity and come onto this program and change their lives and their families' lives forever. People can come from the highest levels of another sport and come into it and shake up people's perspectives.
I mean, without this opportunity, I would never be an NFL player. And the IPP is definitely creating superstars.
Really finding your purpose and going after it with everything you have. Anything is possible if you put your mind to it and really start thinking about it and manifesting it and sacrificing things for it. Then good things will happen as a result of that.
You just got to make sure you have no regrets in life and you're chasing everything you can.
They worked off the back of the guys that came before them, and they've set a great new standard for the guys that come after them.
Two clubs and they're ready. Ready.
Finally! Scuba scored.
Scuba's good job.
What's next? Well, we fly back this Saturday. I'll have my phone on loud constantly because hopefully what's next for me is a call from a team to get out to their site and take that next step.
We're not done yet. We're still going. We are not done yet. We'll go through the draft. We'll see what happens in Detroit. We'll then see what happens in undrafted free agency after Detroit. And then in May time, I'm going to start thinking about the IPP Class of 2025.
Yeah, 100% I'll be watching the draft. I think I'm actually going to go and support all the boys that attend the draft. I'm going to try and surprise them and be by their side when their names get announced. So I'm really looking forward to that.
Just wait and see, man. I'm not going to say it, but I said it, yes, guys are going to get drafted.
Pride, happiness, sad to go home, but just excited for the future and for them. I think this is just like Yeah, it's pretty poignant.
I'm exhausted. I'm exhausted.
Jumping in the back.